In society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations. Fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn Dude.
This is season 3, episode 40, and this is the show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have in life. Because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier, smoother, and just flat out doper and cooler life is. You dig? Welcome to the show, you guys. Welcome. I'm your host, California Cal. Nobody special, just a dude with a purpose and a mission, and that's what I'm here to do. So buckle up, you guys, because if you're on this fucking flight, we're going. Buckle up. Let's go. So, a lot to talk about today. But where do I want to go and where do I want to come from with this? Well, okay, I got a little poem, kind of. You guys want to hear it? All right. It goes. Let life flow. Fuck the matrix. Let them think you're basic and that you stay sick. Well, basically, I stay sick with the shits up off of it. Out of my wit, sober or lit, I got the gift to lift your spirit and your soul. Pachamama muchanapi, yoyarinchis mama taita. Always tight and never sloppy. Hella hard to ever copy. Wake up in the morning while my boffy ain't a blood. That's just what Roro taught me. In the morning making Royals coffee. Keep myself tight and in shape. And these haters up off of me. Self-awareness cause I know these kiddos watching me. The strength of Ford pickup trucks keeps me shielded and out the mud like 4x4 on pickup trucks. I move weight. I pull my load. I know my duty. Suited up as a warrior. Leveled up to a curandero. Never let my feathers fold. Pulling ancestral knowledge to keep the fam informed. I know the folder. This ancestral knowledge is only getting older. Nate got the keys and the music on the speaker. Definite in our purpose. Keeps our souls clearer.
Damn Dude.
Damn, dude.
All right, I don't know if you think that's cool or not because it's personal to me. And you don't have to think it's cool or not. There might be some things that make sense and some that don't to you. And that's okay. It's beautiful and perfect. It's beautiful and it's all exactly perfect the way it is. You dig? Yo, okay, that was weird. Got cut off real quick. The mic just unmiked itself for some reason. But yeah, you know what? And the reason I shared that is because for the message of and the example of that it doesn't matter what the fuck people think. Just do what you do, represent yourself and your shit the way that you want to. And that's what the fuck is cool, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, I dropped my pen down here. So, it's crazy because this is season 3 and episode 40. Holy shit, you guys. I guess I'll just document it now because this is new information to me as of just a couple hours ago. Damn, I wasn't planning on going here. Okay. So, I've decided, and I'm telling you guys before I've even told my family or anybody else, that I am officially laying my company Fin to Swim to rest. All right. Sorry, guys. My mic keeps cutting off. But yeah, I'm going to be laying it to rest. It's been since 2009. 2008, 2007, 2008. Yeah, 2009. October, November 2009. I don't know how long it was. 13, 14 years, something. I don't know. But it's been a long journey, and I haven't processed this yet. So, I don't know. I'm still kicking it around, and I'll inform you guys more definitively with, I don't know, how I feel about it and why and what the plans are and all that sort of shit, right? All that's, like, brand new to me. So, yeah, so I just thought I'd share. This is September 7th, I believe. Yeah, September 7th, 2023. And that's what I'm saying. And what I'm going to, okay, well, not to get all the way, but what I'm going to do is not just be like, I quit, I suck. I'm going to rebuild. I'm going to not even anything. I'm just going to create something new. And that's the beauty of being a human, is like, it doesn't really matter how old you are, or what situation you're in or whatever. Like, I think, like, I've documented and you guys have seen me fall apart all the way from like thinking, like, not thinking, but, you know, having stuff together and then having shit fall apart, and then further and 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 further, and then till eventually you guys see me kind of get grounded again. I'm like, okay, guys, I got a place, I got a this, that. All right, level up, guys. Boom. What's the next level? Okay, level up again. Boom. What's the next level, guys? Let's keep going. 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 Because now is the time that I am ready to build. I am willing to let go of everything that means anything and everything to me to get what I believe in.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
I've let go of. I've held on to. I've done everything in between. It did nothing but exhaust me and make me sad and frustrated or angry or confused by the end of the day. And it did not add to my overall happiness, well-being, or, I guess, understanding of life. So, I realize that at this stage in my life, the things in the way that I'm expressing myself, most of it's being portrayed as absolutely crazy or absolutely brilliant. So it's a trip because it's like, that's how I observe. What did I say, portrayed, or was that just in my head? Did I just think that? I don't know. But what I was going to say, what it says is, at this stage in life, the things and the way I'm expressing myself is being related to as absolutely crazy or absolutely brilliant. Now, that was weird I said that. I'm going to look at that. Anyways, but really though, it's like, that's a trip, right? Like, are you guys at that stage at all? Like, when have you guys ever been at that stage where it's like, dude, everything I'm fucking saying is either like, people are like, dude, you're genius, or like, you're fucking nuts. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that every time that's the case, we as humans need to lean into the belief and the faith in ourself and our idea and our vision. Because only people who have succeeded at amazing things are going to think what you're doing is brilliant or brilliantly crazy. As were the others, they just say it's crazy. How the fuck? Because they've never thought that big. They've never dared to think that big. And just now, I think I'm like 36 or 37. I think I'm 37. It just now hit me that it's like, yo, I can dare to dream and think bigger then I absolutely am. I can dare to believe in my own brilliance. You know what I mean? It's like over the last 10, 20 years, I've just doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on like understanding and learning emotional intelligence, understanding and learning spirituality, understanding and learning about health and physicality. And it's like I'm learning. I had a lot to heal in terms of like food and shit like that, and structured and organized workout routines. Because I was somebody who, like, growing up, every day I would just wake up and, like, I'd be out skateboarding, riding my bike, and I would just be putting in miles and, like, for hours and 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 hours. And it just didn't really, like, I don't know, to be in shape was just always normal for me. So to, like, as I get older and my metabolism's not as quick, or if I eat too many things for too long, or if I'm, like, stuck, something emotionally or spiritually is just, like, stuck, and I'm not getting it out in the right way, then I start doing things that like allow my body to not be its best. So I don't know, it's like, it's interesting. There's such a big, it's like the same thing where it's like, all right, I'm doing the same workouts, I'm eating the same foods, and like nothing's changing. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, a lot of time that's what I relate to is your spirituality with yourself, your emotions. It's like, well, how's your emotional state? How's your emotional well-being? How's your heart? How's your compassion for yourself right now? Right? How's your understanding that it's like, yo, you chose to be a human. You're here to be a human being. You're being a human being perfectly. Stop worrying about it. You know what I mean? Like, what if that's the option we all chose? So it's like, I realize that for myself, when I really am grounded in who I am, what that means is a lot of times that's just hippy dippy talk that when those words are said, people all of a sudden check out. Being grounded, ooh. No, being grounded is real. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, ask a fucking 5-year-old. Okay, parents, you ground your kids. Why? Why do you ground your kids? Because it's good for them. Exactly. Stupid fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But exactly, because it's good for them. Grounding is good for you. Just because you got physically bigger than your mom and old enough for her to not get you in trouble like that anymore, doesn't mean you shouldn't go ground yourself. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah, okay, I'm just kidding. I'll stop.
Damn, dude.
You see what I'm saying, though? It's like, so, okay, I didn't even get to my point. I realize the best way for me to address this stage in my life, where it's of like rebuilding, people thinking what I'm saying is either brilliant or crazy. Like, how do I keep myself in a place of being grounded? That's what this was about. It's to stay grounded. And like, okay, well, what does that mean in real life? And what that means in real life, for me, is when I get grounded, I become aware of the difference of when I'm coming from a place of service versus personal satisfaction.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
And there's a big difference when you're coming from a place of service versus you're coming from a place of personal satisfaction. Now, sometimes they can be both. Absolutely. And for myself and others who I observe who are growing and on this path and are in this conversation, we are clear and they are clear that they and I for myself am coming from a place of service. And it's something that it's like I have to practice and I have to try on all the time and I have to remind myself. Because it is my duty. That's what my soul was sent here for. Was to be of service, not to be here to be a self-fulfilling personal satisfaction machine of a fucking mutant of what we call the average fucking human being in society. How many of us have been a personal satisfaction monster? How many? For how long, right? We've all done it. We're all guilty of it. We're all human beings. And that's the thing, is it's okay. And I believe that it's only okay if you take ownership for it and you say, damn, that was fucking stupid. And, we're not excusing this. We're taking ownership. And I am here to be of service. Because everything I did before was for my own personal satisfaction. And what happens is, like, when you start observing and bringing that level of awareness to yourself, you realize that being of service is the most satisfying thing. When you can allow somebody else to be in their shit and just hold space for them, there's like no better feeling. But you can only do that through the means of doing the work on yourself and coming from a place of service and going through the assed out sucky shit. So what that means in real life is, if you're a single father, if you're a single dad, if you're a single mother, single mom, if you're in a relationship, if whatever, and there's hardships with your kids, your wife, your husband, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your whatever the fuck, it's okay. You were sent here because you can endure it. And this is your experience of love. And this is your experience of pain. And this is your experience of judgment. And this is your experience of life. This is your experience of what it's like to be a human being. So be grateful for all of them. When we're not grateful for every experience that we have, when we're just living in the life of personal satisfaction and what do you call that? Taking shortcuts. Living that life is going to be very hard, disheartening, and you're going to ask yourself, or they will ask themselves, or whoever, because we're all evolving as humans, like, at some point you got to ask yourself, the fuck am I doing? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what is really real here? And to live for little moments and cute pictures and cute this and cute that, that's all personal satisfaction. For you to get the credit, for you to be right, for you to get to have the last word, for you to get to fucking put the silent treatment on, for you to get the whatever, right? That's all personal satisfaction. That's not doing any good for anybody. So it's the thing is, when we come from service rather than personal satisfaction, we can allow somebody else to be in and wallow in and express and share their aggravation and agitation and frustrations and unwholesomeness and wholesomeness and everything in between, right? When we can hold space for others, we then be able to help transcend others into their own light and love. And the people of darkness aren't going to like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when there's just certain things that you know are fucking real to you, and that's your spiritual experience, and God delivered you that message, and you got some other idiot who doesn't even speak to God tell you that it's fake, don't buy what that person's selling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, try it on. There's nothing wrong with trying it on. You see what it looks like? See how it feels? Oh, this is why. No, I'm not buying. Because I tried it on.
Damn, dude.
That's pretty deep, right? You got to try on ideas to know if they're worth buying or not. That's something that's important too, especially if you're young and you're growing up and you're going through your teens and your early 20s and your early 30s, is that approach life. The best, something that I've learned and it made life so motherfucking much easier, is to come at life with this understanding of trying on ideas. Because when you can try on an idea, like you can try on a jacket or try on a pair of glasses or try on some rings or try on some jewelry or try on some shoes. Try on ideas. See what fits, see what works good, see what doesn't, see what feels good, see what fits right, see what's your style, see what's your vibe. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is just speaking and sharing my observation and my experience of reality, spirituality, and the power of observation and the power of doing this work, being somebody who was a scared child who stopped speaking for an entire year. That was me. In second grade, I stopped talking for a whole year. And now I'm fucking rocking on this motherfucking microphone saying crazy shit. You can do not this, but I mean, you could do something like this. You could fucking go talk on a microphone, but only I can do what I do. Only I occupy the space that I occupy on this plane of existence and on this planet. This is my body. This is my voice. These ideas, they come from me. They come from my voice, I should say, but they come from the collective knowledge of wealth of wealth and knowledge and information that exists in the world. Every word's already been said. Every letter's already been used. And that's what's the magic of words, is that you can keep reusing them and adding different levels of magic and creation and ideas and things into them. You guys hearing this podcast is you hearing the energy of the words that I put the energy and charged certain words, and now you're hearing the energies that I put into these words that I'm using, and now you're receiving them. This shit is not crazy. It just makes perfect fucking sense. You see what I'm saying? It's people who are lost in their shit who think that this is crazy because they're so focused on what's physically touchable and tangible. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you zoom out and you allow the free flowing energy that exists in between life, in between you and I, in between the walls, in between everything, to let it flow and take its course, to let nature play its course, to allow that to flow through you. How many people go, oh, I know what the trees sound like? Like, what? Do you know how stupid you sound right now? Stop and listen to the trees. I know what trees sound like. Like, that's like, that right there is exactly the problem. And I'm sure some of you guys are going, motherfucker, that's my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever. Right? It's like, dude. It's like, wow, feel the wind blowing. Yeah, it's cold. Like, listen to the trees. I know what they sound like. Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? And that's why I believe sharing context is so important, because look right there. I think even if you're dense as fuck and you hear this and you allow any of these words to enter your fucking brain or your field whatsoever, and you try them on, maybe your life gets a little saucier. Maybe your life gets a little deeper and sweeter. and colorful. And it's just like, it's almost, it's not comical, but it is a little bit. As to like how much men are afraid of colors and feelings and all this shit. But then you got, on the other hand, a whole new breed of men who are like, oh my God, colors. And it's like, no, hold on. Like, where'd your nuts go, bro? Like, like, that's that's a attractive feature. That's not the whole attractive feature. It's not how this works. Does that make sense to you? You picking up what I'm putting down? So it's like, I don't understand why we can't have a sweet spot with being a manly fucking man who will beat some fucking ass and protect some fucking kids and women and stand for what the fuck is right and speak the fuck up and just be on some real gangster shit. Not some dumb hoodlum shit. I'm talking about some real G shit for grown men, for the motherfucking spiritual gangsters, for the real motherfucking men who do and appreciate what it is to be loud and strong and intimidating and have the control to know how to use it and have the capacity to allow brilliance and beauty and brightness and colors and love to flow. Because what if you're able to paint if you're able to paint and fill all your masculinity with the beauty of femininity and the power that is femininity. Femininity is the ability to create life. So why would you not welcome the ability to create life into your world? You can't be too hard, men. We can't be too hard as men to not allow the source of life into our world, which is why we work so fucking hard in the first motherfucking place, motherfuckers. You hear me? Better yet, you feel me? We can allow beauty into our strength. We can allow softness into our strength. This does not mean to be a pussy. This means to be supercharged. And there's a difference. A lot of men that we see this day and age are taking femininity and becoming it. And they're allowing femininity to overpower them. That's not how femininity is to be experienced as a man. Femininity is meant to turn you on, to excite you, to light you up from the inside out, to just keep giving your ideas and your spirit and your soul birth continuously. The sexiness of that is a woman, the sexiness that is colors and movement and flowing, doesn't make me any less of a motherfucking man. You see what I'm saying? Because I can still fucking chop some shit and punch something and fucking hurt something and whatever the fuck. And allow the rhythm, allow the harmony to hold my place as a harmonizing person. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to invoke harmony. It's part of my job. It's why I exist. There's too many synchronicities. It just is. And you can't tell me otherwise, because why else would you be hearing this fucking podcast, this show, whatever they're called, if you weren't somebody who wasn't willing to try on ideas? Now, you're probably like, if you're still stuck in your ignorance or darkness, you're like, oh, what's he trying to sell me? I ain't trying to sell you shit. I'm just sharing the discoveries of what other more brilliant men have discovered and what I am now discovering and have discovered I'm just sharing. And if you don't like it, go make your own fucking show. If you don't like it, why? Nothing I said is offensive. It's just your feelings of how you relate to the words being said. So, if that communicates to you, then you are one of these people who are on a path of goodness and greatness. You will experience all the wealth and health and blessings that you deserve. And what I've learned and what I'm learning is that your blessings are absolutely directly equal and proportionate to the amount of hardships and shit you've gone through in life.
Damn, dude.
Not, side note, not the amount of shit that you stir up and create because you're an unmindful jackass. None of that counts. I believe that puts you backwards. End quote. So, you know what's interesting is I feel like, and I've experienced, and I observe when other people who are tapped in and very aware of themselves speak with other people who aren't as tapped in with their awareness of themselves or are in different ways, right? Okay, no, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Not awareness of themselves, awareness of their spirituality, but I consider your awareness of your spirituality like the main awareness of yourself, because it's like you're not a fucking, it's like you're just a body, you're a human, we are all spirits having a human experience. We're all spirits living the human experience. So, because of that, some of us are more aware of that than others. And what I've observed is at this stage and the way that I express and the topics that I'm hitting on and the depths of some of the conversations I'm coming from, it causes the average person to take what I'm saying and sharing and twist it. And what they'll do, and I'm sure you can apply this to your own problems, and if you're encountering issues with people that you know or love or whatever, or just something you observe, whatever, I don't know, but is that the average person takes what is being shared, twists it, applies reasons and meanings that aren't there based off of their limited discoveries of their own depth and own soul. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. This is where it all comes full circle back to self. Meaning, emotional intelligence, self-love, self-worth, personal responsibility. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when people piss us off or offend us or make you think you are, whatever, let's say you didn't even get pissed off, but you thought about it. Or let's say you didn't get offended, but you felt like getting offended. And you didn't. And because your own self-awareness is such, right? Your own emotional intelligence and self-love and self-worth and personal responsibility have everything to do with how another person acts. Meaning, you can allow them to act like them completely as expressed as they can and would like, and you can maintain your own space, respect, self-love, self-worth, and responsibility. Your own personal responsibility. Because it doesn't matter how anybody else acts. You are in control of you. If you can let somebody's idiot shit make you mad, then you're being controlled by idiot shit. Like, I don't think that that's very tight. Why the fuck? This is weird. Sorry, I was just looking at my phone because I was trying to find something that I was going to read on the show. And you guys know how if you click like WhatsApp, sometimes it just, I don't know, like starts putting shit into your album somehow? That's weird. Okay, so, dude, my shit's being all crazy overloaded. So, in reference to what I just shared about how this all comes full circle and it all comes back to yourself, right? So, I'd written this and shared this on Instagram and said, and it's funny because this is either going to hit hard as fuck or just like whatever. Again, full circle back to what my original point was about, how at this stage of my life people are thinking what I'm saying is crazy or absolutely brilliant, or they just whatever, right? And I take when people are just like, whatever, as crazy. So it took me a long time and a lot of hardships to realize and understand that only I can hurt me emotionally. If anybody else has the power to hurt me emotionally, means my self-love isn't fully full, and that I give all my power, emotional intelligence, and entire well-being to another's anger, frustration, or internal or personal pain, rage, or unresolved issues. In the past, I'd typically let myself be hurt by others because I love them and their opinion of me mattered, I thought. Since practicing self-love from a deep internal state via owning every hardship that's ever occurred in my life, my context of life has shifted, and I very consciously decided that nobody has the power to hurt my feelings except me. If I want to feel hurt or sad, I will. If I want to be happy and at peace, I will. And it's all up to me, no matter what.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
And I fucking stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only up to us, you guys. You guys. I realize, like, when I talk like this, the crowd only gets smaller. And you know what? That means the circle only gets tighter. Because this is too real for most people, you guys. This is way too real for most people. Straight up. This shit is just way too real for most people. And it seems many people are not ready to look into themselves this deeply yet. And I realize just by the nature of the depth of my life that I live, there's an absolutely a depth to the show and the word and the energies that fill the words that are scary and confronting. And because where I come from is a place is, yes, let's look at it all. Let's own it all. Let's look at it all. Now, when doing that for yourself in your healing journey, not everything always needs to be said. The point is somebody can do something completely wrong to you, and you guys don't ever need to say anything because you know that person's learning their lesson and you know you're learning your lesson, and it is what it is. It makes life just easier when everybody comes from a place of personal responsibility. It's like, you know what? Okay, cool. Right? Like, why add a bunch of extra shit? You know what I mean? Like, most people, it's like if you think of it like this, and this is pretty helpful. If you look at every conversation under the context of it's a recipe, and whoever you're in a conversation with, you're making food. And everything that we all contribute to this recipe is going to be what we got to eat. So, what are you guys putting in? What ingredients would you like in your life cake? What ingredients do you want? What ingredients do you fill yours with? Because that cake is your brain, it's your mind, it's your thinking, it's your spirit, it's your soul. That's what the cake represents, you guys. There's a lot for all of us to remember. And I mean that in the deepest way possible. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Our mic keeps cutting off. I don't know what's going on with it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This has been a dope episode. This is season 3, episode 40. And man, it's been real as a motherfucker, you guys. I realize this is going to be one of those hidden gems. The description will not do the depth of this episode justice. There's just no way. Oh, man.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is season 3, episode 40, also known as episode 252. And you guys are free to get off the bus now. Ding! Hope you guys got some dope shit to think about and ponder. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Please be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your best friends, cousins. Corn farming, produce plucking, organic butt plug manufacturing hillbilly uncle about the Damn Dude podcast, because you know he needs some of this in his life. You dig? I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful motherfucking day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.